Hi, I've had a couple parents asking for some division videos to help with studying and homework at home. So we're going to talk about two strategies. This first will be repeated subtraction in chunks. The students understand that repeated subtraction is a way to solve division, but when we get into these large problems with large dividends, repeated subtraction is not very efficient. It's going to take forever to have to take minus 5, minus 5, minus 5, minus 5, count up all the 5s, and to find your answer that way, that's just not very efficient. So we have realized that we could take out a chunk of 5s at a time, and that would be a little bit more efficient for us. So instead of taking out 1 5 at a time, we like to first say, can we take out 10 5s? 10 is a pretty friendly number to work with. So in this case, 10 5s would be 50. And I know that I can take out 50 from here. I'm going to mark that that's 10 5s. That's really important to remember. You have to put that number off to the side. So if I take out 10 5s now, I'm down to 347. Now I know that I could probably take out 100, and 10 5s was 50, so 20 5s would be 100. And I could take out 20 5s, well, a couple times. So I'll take them out one more time, 20 5s at a time, and one more time. Okay, now I can't take any more out, and I can't even take out a chunk of 10 5s, but I do know that 40 is a multiple of 5, so I can take out 40, and that is having a chunk of 8 5s with 7 left over, and I know that I can still take out one last 5, and I'll have a remainder of 2. Now my divisor is bigger than what I have left over here, so that's how I know that I have a remainder. And the way that you get your whole number quotient is we would add up all of our numbers off to the side. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 78, 79, with the remainder of 2 as our final quotient. Now the other strategy, if this is a little bit difficult to understand, would be to use equal sharing models, something that they've probably used in 3rd grade. Where we have the same number of groups that is our divisor. So here's my 5 groups, or we could say that there are 5 kids sharing 397 erasers, whatever. But instead of kind of last year, they would put 1 tally in each box and keep going until they met that final number. That's not going to be very efficient for these large numbers, so we're going to, again, chunk it. We're going to do it in large quantities. So I know that I can start out by putting 50 in each box. Now, I want to end up spreading out the whole 397 equally. So right now, I have spread out 250 of my 397 erasers. So I know that, well, I can't do 50 more because that would put me at 500, so I'm going to have to go smaller. I know that I could probably go 20 in each box. 60, 80, that's another 100, so I'm up to 350 out of the 390 erasers. And so I'm going to go a little bit smaller now. Let's see, if I did 10, I'd be up to 400 erasers, and that's too many. So I'll go 5s. So now I'm spreading out 25 erasers. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So now I've used 375 of them. I think I'm going to have to use something smaller now. I'll go 2s. 5 groups of 2 is 10 more. That's 380. 5 erasers. Let's see. 2 more in each group, that's 395 that have been counted for. And now I know that I need to get to 397, and that's 2 away. If I were to put 1 here and 1 here, that's not equal sharing. These 2 would have more, and the whole idea is that each group has the same amount. So when we get to a situation like that, I like to put them off to the side. That's also my remainder of 2. To figure out how many are in each group, the whole number quotient, we would count the insides of one box. So I've got 50, 60, 70, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79 with the remainder of 2. Now this was the equal sharing model. It's a little bit more visual, and this was the repeated subtraction in chunks. Thank you. Let me know if you have any more questions about this. You can shoot me an email all weekend.